I needed a moronically pretentious, overeducated, hairless old harridan like you to tell me how stupid I was being. I mean, we're all just people, and it's idiots like you who cause the problems in this world in the name of reclaiming some false ideal. I'm blabbering on and on about gender politics.
Hated you.
No, nonsense. Poor dear was in bits. Not very used to the cut and thrust of academia. I thought she expressed herself poorly and didn't know what she was saying. Probably burned her husband's cakes or something. It is important for me to confront the differences and similarities between myself and other women. I am smart, strong, I seek liberation. Your society imposes on me.
God, this is all so confusing. Everything has two meanings.
Exactly. Apart from the word through, which has 5. You can choose to be a victim, Amy, but after you read my book, you'll realize men are irrelevant. Can a man have a baby? Do I need a man to have a baby? No, we don't need men. We need more parts of town we can call our own. More parades, more gatherings of understanding where women can beat each other with pillows and practice judo.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
Oh, shut up. I've had enough of you, little tart.
That makes 2 of us. Right. Listeners, don't go away. When you come back, we'll have a new guest, and I promise they'll be more interesting than Michaela Crap Artist. Michaela, it's been a pleasure. I'm sure we've all found this very illuminating, and why our beliefs are right in the first place. We'll be back right after this.
Cream. It makes dessert funny. I'm just putting my needle into another groove. If it starts skipping, don't be trouble.
Yell, little man, yell! I will not stop. You like this shit? I am late for service.
Guess you're the new owner. What are you, mob, cartel? You don't look Mexican. Anywho, I guess you better get on with the things are gonna change around here crap. Maybe threaten one of the drivers. Go steady on Ted over there. He's just had his hernia fixed.
Well, yeah, things are gonna change around here, lady.
Oh, crap, Sonny. Might as well leave this to me. I've been doing this for years.
Now here's this. We are now under new management and things are gonna change around here again. Our new management, the...
Which gang are you?
Well, I'm not part of any gang, actually.
What's your goddamn name, kid?
Versetti. Tommy Versetti.
Our new management, the Massetti gang, is gonna make sure we get no trouble. Capiche? Out.
Did you like the capiche? I like the capiche. So this is how it's worked in the past. We run the firm as usual. If we get any trouble from rival firms, you beat the crap out of them. Then they beat the crap out of us. Then you beat the crap out of them, etc., etc. You got it?
Yeah, I guess.
Just grab a taxi from the garage if you feel like jumping in.
All right.
Okay, well, moving on. You're Mr. Z.
Okay, we got a high-class fare needs picking up from Starfish Island. Any takers?
Tommy here, I'll take it.
Because I love animals, Aim. Animals and publicity and stuff, but I love animals. I love them.
Me too.
That's the thing, babe. We all love animals, but we don't know too much about them. That's what I'm here to tell you about. That and myself, of course.
Of course. So, right. What about animals?
Well, it's interesting, right? But not a lot of folks realise that we're 90% the same as a fly or a cockroach or a pigeon. That's the new science out there called genetics, I think, which is going to be real popular real soon. But what it tells us is all animals are pretty much the same from a genetical level.
Oh, cool.
Damn right it's cool, babe. You know what that means, don't you?
No, I haven't got a clue.
It means we've all got to start caring for one another like family.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Like, my brother is a cockroach, and my dad is a pigeon, and my mom is a fly. Is that right?
Well, sort of genetically speaking, but you're bang on, love. And you know what that also means?
No.
That you could, legally speaking, marry...
This is my fare. Back off, asshole.
You ain't married, are you?
No, I just split up from my boyfriend. He didn't like me being on the radio or whatever. Said I sounded stupid.
Well, that's my point, love. I mean, imagine if you'd been out dating a wolf or a cute little deer. He'd protect you and stuff, urinate to keep out intruders, but he wouldn't mind you being on the radio, wouldn't mind a bit.
Why not?
Wolves and deers have no concept of jealousy at someone else's success. That's...
Come on, get in, quick. Okay, just please, don't hurt me.
Oh, indeed, sweet thighs, oh, indeed. Would you like Mr. Zoo to tell you something else?
Yeah?
Everything you learned in school is a lie, babe. A lie. Take virology, for instance. You were told sharks are dangerous, right?
Yes.
Cobblers, babe. They're frightened of you. They ain't gonna hurt you. Have you ever tried cuddling a shark, getting down and dirty with one, relaxing it a little? Well, I have, and I'll tell you, it's very rewarding, ain't babe? Very rewarding indeed.
Really?
Yeah, abso-bloody-lutely, love. Once you've calmed it down with a little rubbing, it's like a swimming puppy, real affectionate and stuff.
Okay, I'll try that.
You should, love, you really should. Let me tell you something else.
Go on.
Well, this is something for the guys out there, really. You know, with a girl, right, you ain't got a clue. I mean, a female human, when...
Move that piece of shit out the crosswalk!
too well. But... And any fool or dingbat can tell she's ripe and ready for action. Certainly clears up any confusion.
Yeah, I guess it does.
Or a female black widow spider. Now, they eat their mates after the deed, as they say it's done.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. That certainly puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
I've never done that.
No, but you can now, because you're the same. Well, more or less the same. I mean, that's the funny thing about my work, about genesthetics.
Oh, God, the world is so complicated.
There are also lots of tiny differences between animals. You know what a species is, don't you, Aim?
Yes.
It's an animal which has other animals which are quite a bit like it. A dog is a species, but a cat isn't, because there's lots of cats. However, I've discovered out there in the wilds loads of new species that regular science practiced by repressed blokes in laboratories hasn't even known about.
Really?
Really, I have. There's a horny Pat bear named after me. Pat, right? Exactly the same as a regular bear, only it's got a big horny growth hidden right down its groin area. You gotta reach in, have a fiddle about, and then you find it. Completely different it is. I was amazed when I found it.
I can imagine. I was amazed when I left the hairdressers.
Now,
Calling all cars. We're losing fares all over town. What's with you guys?
VC cabs keep beating us to it. They just got too many cars. We can't compete.
Mr. Vassetti, if you're out there listening in, you want to put some VC cabs out of action before we go bust.
animals, because I love them and I hate lies.
Okay. It also says here you like zoos.
It's a love-hate thing, babe.
That's nice.
But I'm certainly an expert. I know what I'm doing and I'm not afraid to expose myself.
Okay, well, I'm getting a little confused here. Why don't we take a break and when we come back, take some phone calls because all the buttons are really flashing all of a sudden. You're on K-Chat.
The science of evolution has uncovered many of life's mysteries, like tadpoles or the pyramids. But the mystery of the armpit remains. What's it for? Why is it hairy? And why do men have nipples? But one thing is for certain, the armpit smells bad. Luckily, there's Pit Bomb. It's like napalm for your skin, or Agent Orange on your sweat glands. Pit Bomb stops unwanted bodily functions in their tracks. It's as effective as sending GIs into a peasant village. When you're fighting the war against personal hygiene, bring out the heavy artillery.
This Friday night, it's the incredible sitcom that has captured America's heart and given the whole country a new catchphrase.
I'm 42.
Just the five of us. After a mix-up with the adoption agency, the Chesterfields came home with 3 zany new house guests.
Jimmy, tidy your room and go to bed.
I'm so sick of this. I keep telling you I've got a rare disease. I look 12, but I'm a 42-year-old investment banker. I want to go out and get laid.
Oh, yeah, and I'm Santa Claus. Now, tidy your room.
Asshole.
Sean, our posh suburban home must be a welcome change from that alley you were sleeping in.
I really enjoy living here, but there's not enough booze.
It's the funniest, most touching half hour on television.
Charlotte, what's that smell?
I set the couch on fire again.
Yeah, I can know.
And this week, it's a very special Just the Five of Us, where an attractive blonde lady tries to steal Jimmy away.
Now you're talking.
Just the Five of Us. Friday nights on VBS.
Yeah, great. Give us a call right now, and I'll tell you anything you need to know about animals.
Okay, who's on the line?
Pat, Leonard. Somebody just hit my whip.
And trailer and to put their swimming pool. You're beginning to sound red, and by that I mean you prefer a hammer and sickle over a hamburger.
I'm not little. I'm 5'5". It's time for corporations and all of capitalism to step aside for naturalism. You're not saving this planet. You're spending it. Your credit is no good here. We can't afford to loan you any more of our nature. Those are our trees. I only wish I could be around a little longer to enjoy it. I feel so old. Someone must take my legacy. I must train a little me.
How old are you?
I'm 23, but I feel much older and wiser. I know everything. I've seen a lot of the world.
What does the rest of the world have to tell us about how to do things? Build more trains? Have people elect their leader rather than an elite electoral college? Ride a bike to work like a Girl Scout or a clown?
Car 13, we got a missed car test. Asked for you especially.
Okay, I got it. Car 13, out.
Armor-piercing bullets. We're the only gun store that lets you try it before you buy it. Need anti-tank missiles? We've got them. Flamethrowers? Oh, yeah. No credit? No problem. No money down. 90 days, same as cash. Shoot now, pay later. During the 10-minute waiting period, fire up a few rounds of the ammunition gun range, featuring faces of famous Tommy Pinkos. Come by Ammunition and register to win an anti-aircraft gun actually used when we whooped Australia's ass. This weekend is the Ammunition Film Festival with free screenings of the documentary Red Dawn. Ammunition, protecting your rights.
Hey, here's another track. Remember, it's going to be a win it before you can pawn it weekend. We love to give stuff away at this radio station, especially if the record companies gave it to us in exchange to play their songs, rock and roll.
Like a dove. Please, darling, let's move on. Do you want me to talk to a parrot?
Now I'm really curious. What did they make you say?
I love you.
You do? I never knew.
They made me say I love you.
Oh, I made my boyfriend say it, and he slept with my best friend.
No sign of Mercedes.
We ain't bonding you half-wit. We're miles apart. I hate you. They made me say I love you to Bobo.
Who was Bobo?
Bobo was the most beautiful creature that was ever on the earth. Ever at all. Really beautiful.
Who is she?
He.
He
was an orphan, and I loved him, and I knew him properly. You don't understand. It's natural. We were identical from a genetagorical perspective. Bobo was really unhappy. On a show every day like a circus animal. They thought they were doing something, but they never did, eh? They never did. We're only cuddling. How can people take that the wrong way? They took me away and they locked me up. And Bobo died of a broken heart.
He did? That's awful. But, ooh, just a second, you sick bastard. Security!
I loved him more than you can imagine.
Call the police! Someone, please help me! This guy is molting animals! Oh, it's gross!
I only wanted to be loved, properly mind, and he's gone!
Hey, it's Dr. Phillip.
It's time for Kaufman's Cab's guardian angel to eat some fender.
Solving crimes and running from the colonel.
Pat, I'm coming in.
Stay away from me!
Pat, you've been a very bad boy. Come on, we're going home now, Pat.
Stay away from me! I've got a poisonous lizard in my food. He'll kill you in 2 seconds.
Pat, please. We've been through this. You're not well. Bobo is dead. It's time to get back on the medication. Start piecing your life back together while locked up in a padded cell for a very long time. Or until you die.
Is it that time again, Doc?
Yes, Pat, it is. Come on. Put on the straight. Look, it's even got your initials on it. And swallow this.
Thanks, Doc. Did I tell you I love animals and they love me? I got a message. Look for a while at the
I'm really sorry. Pat is a very, very sick man.
No bother.
Don't bang his head.
I never knew...
Forgive me, we can still talk about this.
System to extend 21.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Robar, entrepreneur, VIP, and founder of the revolutionary program, Think Your Way to Success. It's a 3-step program that's been changing lives and my income for the last 2 years. 5 years ago, I was a nobody, just like you. After my Think Your Way to Success program, I spent the entire weekend in my jacuzzi or engaging in the exciting sport of domino toppling. Hey, if you can think it, you can do it. One of my award-winning courses is sure to be perfect for you. The first course I call Think, Hold That Thought, Complete, because that's what you do. Step 2 is known as Learn, Start Doing.
I'm trying not to lose my head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how.
Vercetti walks right now, or there's going to be hell to pay.
I'm a patriot. I've even got an orange grove tattooed all over my groin.
Excellent. But back to the matter at hand. Public safety. How do we get guns under control in this city?
By giving everyone hope, a dream of a better tomorrow, by encouraging people to grow their own root vegetables. What's the satisfaction of holding a gun in your hand when you could be holding a hoe, planting seeds in a peasant village?
Keep your hoes and seeds to yourself. We don't need gun control. If you read the Constitution... We need to get scaremongers and non-believers, men like you, Chavez, under control. I've got a good mind to have your funding removed.
We don't get any funding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good. You won't see a penny out of me. You've got to stop spreading these lies or I'll whip you myself. I'm not afraid. Lazy people. If you had a job, would you steal a car? Of course not. And if you had a high-rise condo, a mistress, and a seat on the board, would you run around graffitiing your name all over town and making a nuisance of yourself, spinning on your back and popping and locking and... Not a hope. It's simple. If you don't have a job, starve. Get out of my constituency. By force if necessary, and starve.
That is quite simple.
You do that?
Are you really saying that?
Of course I am. Vice City is a growing city. Of course, there are going to be some growing pains, but what I tell...
No, not of them.
They're trying to outlaw nature. If I'm in the park and a nice gentleman comes along, I should be able to breastfeed him. Pretty soon, everything natural will become illegal. It's really depressing. If I died right now, would I get buried by a female priestess in a cave, surrounded by my favorite tools and ornaments? No! There was a time when children were taught about their bodies, about the goddess lady of the mammoths, about the importance of the spiral dance clutching a bison horn under the crescent moon at the Beaten Road Show.
I tell you, I must be having a bad hair day today. I mean, I live the life of a rock and roll DJ 24/7. So sometimes I'm not looking all that great and wake up in weird places, but I always look moody. So anyway, today, check this out. I got turned down for a date by a waitress. Can you believe that? I mean, who would turn down me for a date? You're a waitress, baby, not a megastar. Bring me some
What about you,
For those unplanned extended stays in the jungle, there's a saw for building your own hut, toilet paper, and a fold-out woman for company.
Keep on rocking.
Hold that piece of shit!
I am the official Theta Inspector. One day this will be my town, man.
and some... Visitation, like a swan or a fish on a hook. If
Wrapping hairbands till Christmas, you hear?
Okay.
Because I didn't fight, maim, and kill for this day.
Non-violent solution to war. We called it peace.
Your father is a great man. He's done more for the arms trade in this state than anyone else, myself included. And you shame him with the socialist jig.
It's a dangerous place.
was said by somebody really spaced out, and I'm going to say it again, like the wind which keeps blowing, or the sun which shines with life.
Will you please leave? You smell and you talk really weird, and you're just really gross.
Not until...